Hi there, welcome. It's another unscripted, unedited Steal the Skies video. We're still talking about mini games. We talked about Chocobo Racing, we talked about King's Gambit. Now it's time to talk about Triple Triad. So, in the same Discord as King's Gambit, in the same channel is Triple Triad, because they're both board games. Now that I'm thinking about it, I might want to move that. I might want to separate them, depending on how busy it gets. We'll see. If it gets super busy with both King's Gambit and Triple Triad, then I'll probably separate them into two different channels. Which we'll see. We know that Triple Triad in Final Fantasy can be popular. But Triple Triad for Steal the Skies has been revamped, remodeled a little bit from classical Final Fantasy setup, because the idea is I want to make it more of a collectible card game, because it's weird that there isn't really any deck building aspects to Triple Triad and make it a collectible card game. Just there were so many cards that I'll never use this. There's no reason to have any of this. But I designed Triple Triad to not. Well, there are some cards that you probably won't ever use, but it's entirely dependent on the situation. So let's go into the mini games. Let's go into Triple Triad. You will notice there are two main documents in the Discord. I also have documents for each person's deck, so that you can all track it. But let's get into the rules. So the objective of Triple Triad is to have more face cards on the field that are your color than your opponent's by the time the last card is settled. How to play is you get to create decks of 10 to 20 cards. Like I said before, when creating the decks, you'll be able to modify these as much as you want. Showed how to do this in the beginning, in the first part, but just in case again, just in case you need to see it again, this section down here at the bottom, after clicking on the name of the deck, you'll be able to select the card background for every card in the deck. Let us actually get a card saved, because I'm curious. I want to find out. Show. Oh, where'd that go? So this is the first time I've actually played with the deck. No more cards? What do you mean no more cards? Okay, there we go. So, that's interesting. Yeah, click on the deck down here. Click deal. So at the start of the turn, you have 3 cards that you can that you have in your hand. There are rules specific for mulliganing and everything like that. But there are 2 things you can do on a turn. You can play among these 2 things, you can play a face card, a terrain card, or an action card. If you play a face card, that will be the end of your turn. That'll be the last thing that you can play on your turn. but you can play terrain or an action card before that. Terrain and action cards have very specific things that they can do, and it will say in the description whether it's a terrain or an action card. Terrains affect the rules for the playfield. They basically turn the rules for flipping cards over on their head. When playing a card, there are 4 cardinals. Let me see. That doesn't really... there are 4 cardinals. 4 numbers on the cardinals, so like 3 north, 7 west, 6 east, 2 south. If you have a opponent that has a specific, if you have an opponent that has a card with a number that is lower than yours, you get to flip those. And specifically, what I mean by flipping is that when you play the card, you get to choose, depending on your color, if it will have a red tint or if it will have a blue tint. All you gotta do is double click on the card itself, and there it has, now it has a blue tint. If, say, I was to play the this word card here, and there was an opponent card. Let me copy and paste, see if that's possible. It is. Great. Let's say if this card was already here, and I was to play it, but it blue, because this 7 is bigger than the 6, this card then becomes blue. If there's a card down here where the north is a 1, or a card up here that has a south of a 2 or 1, then those would also flip, but it doesn't chain reaction out unless there's a specific terrain that says that it does. Otherwise, the game ends once all 9 of these are filled up, and whoever has the most cards in their color wins. When I say it ends when it fills up, that is when it immediately ends. I should clarify that. It immediately ends after the card is played. All the appropriate colors are flipped one last time from that card being played. And then that's was changed. When you are playing a terrain card, you will want to play it over here in the terrain section. There are a total number of terrain that can be out at any one. 2 terrain can be played at any one time. You cannot play anymore. If you want to erase a terrain, you would have to play another terrain on top of it. So let's say you have a terrain, your opponent has a terrain. You can play yours. You can play a second one of yours on top to negate their effects. If there's only one terrain out, you cannot negate its effects. You will need to play the second terrain card in the second slot. Like I said, other than that, decks are 10 to 20 cards each. You can decide how many you want. You cannot have more than 1 copy of each card in your deck. Holographic cards are unique, are considered unique and a different copy of that card. So that is a reason why you would want to have more holographics in your deck, so that you can double up on a specific card that you want. Every card has a chance of becoming holographic. Down here is all the notes on the chances of cards, how to create the cards, if there's any that you want to build, entirely up to you. And you can always present it and let me know. Beside that, the other main document is all the cards. We got a lot of cards. These are all the original colorings, not the holographics. And yeah, there's chances to pull holographics. Those are more rare and more expensive if you want to sell them. I keep getting the hiccups. So I'm gonna end this Triple Triad video. Try and cure those hiccups. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.